Hello. Today we're going to do our writing about our American flag, what we've learned about the American flag from reading this book. And Bodhi's trying to take a little nap, but I just wanted you to get to see him. So I sent your parents the link for this book so that I've already read it to you so that you could listen to it again. You can choose to do the writing exactly like how I'm doing it on my paper. We're going to write a really good paragraph about what we learned about the American flag, or you can change the facts. Like if you have different facts that you thought were more interesting than mine, feel free to change them. Okay, so Bodhi's going to take a little nap while we do this. So here's my paper, and you have your paper at home. And you can color that picture of the American flag, and you're going to use a pencil to do the writing. I'm going to use my markers so that you can see it a little bit better on the video, okay? So you know these lines are our handwriting lines. So we're going to write I, a big capital I. You can see this is the sky line, the airplane line, and the grass line, and the worm line. So make sure that you're writing your letters correctly and doing your 2-finger spaces. Okay, I'm going to do a 1-finger space because my finger is probably bigger than yours. I learned there's the base word learn, and then you know we're going to add the ed ending. Hit the ball, run around the bases. I learned, then do 1-finger space or 2-finger space, all. Oh, that's one of our glued sounds that we learned in foundations. I learned all, 1-finger space, about. All about. Tell your parents if you see a little word in the big word, in the word about. That's Chunky Monkey, right? I learned all about the, so we're going to the next line, the, hit the ball, run around the bases, 1-finger space, American flag. We're going to make this be capital. Let's make a really good capital. American. I learned all about the American, do 1-finger space, flag. We're also going to make flag be capital. I learned all about the American flag. And then put your period. And then we're ready to move on to the first fact. So in our paragraph, this is our topic sentence, and we're going to think of 3 things that we learned in our book that were interesting to us that we didn't know before. You can't pick a fact that you already knew before. We're going to use our transition words. So I'm going to write first, and this is a new sentence, so this has to be capital. First, and then put a comma. Now I'm looking back in the book a little bit right here to the fact file at the end, and I love this part right here where it said the colors of the flag has meaning. So the red means courage, white means goodness, and blue means justice. I'm just going to pick one of those. I'm not going to use those for my 3 facts because I'm just going to pick one. I think I like that red stands for courage. Okay, so I'm writing first, I, remember your I always has to be capital, and then a 1-finger space, found, I'm going to say found out. I found, and do 1-finger space, out. Oh, that's the word that was in the other word for Chunky Monkey. Look, out is inside of the word about. First, I found out that, that's your sight word, the red color I'll give you a minute to catch up. First, I found out that the red color, now I'm going to squeeze in the word stands right here. I'm going to squeeze it in even though I might have to go off the line a little bit. St, st. And, oh, there's Chunky Monkey again. Stands, now you could draw your line under it. And we're out of room, right? So I'm going to draw an arrow so that we can go on to the back of our paper because there's lines on the back of your paper, okay? So when you're done, take your paper and flip it over. I'm going to flip mine over. First, I found out that the red color stands. So I flipped my paper over. I'm going to start at the top. For courage. That's kind of like our Cougar Pride, right? Courage. And then period. Okay, now I'm looking back in the book, also in the fact file right here, and another interesting fact is that the flag has different names. And I kind of like, I'm not going to write them all, but I kind of like that one name for our flag, people call our flag Old Glory. Okay, so we need another transition word right here. So I could use second, or I could use next. You can choose which one you would like to use. I think I'm going to go with next. So I'm going to do a 2-finger space. Now this has to be capital because it's the beginning of your new sentence. Next, comma. Remember, we always put a comma after the transition word because we take a breath. We pause for a little bit. Next, another. Make sure that you're making your tall letters tall. Another. Do your 2-finger space. Name. For. I'm going down to the next line. The. This should be your very best handwriting. This is like handwriting practice. We're working on writing and spelling and handwriting. Next, another name for the flag is, now since this is a name, we're going to make it be capital. Old and I'm going to go down to the next line, glory. Period. Don't forget to put your periods. Now I'm looking back in the book because, and we'll just do a check on the dog. Oh yeah, he's sound asleep now. There's his bone, see his bone? And he's sleeping. Okay, so I'm flipping back in the book because the other cool fact that I really like is on this page. Let me read it to you. It says, the flag flies outside most schools. It flies over the White House when the president is there. So when the president is there at the White House, the flag is up. Can you see it in the picture? And let's say that the president was visiting some other country and was not home, then the flag is down. And I think that's a pretty interesting fact. So that's going to be my last fact right here. So I'm going to do a 2-finger space and write last, comma, the flag is up. Remember, go down to the worm line on your P. Last, the flag is up at the, now White House is the name of a particular place. It's a proper noun, so it needs to be capital. So I'm going to do a one finger space and put a capital W, White, and then house is part of that name, so this has to be a capital H. Ow, ow, O-U. O-U says ow. Last, the flag is up at the White House, one finger space, when, well, there's your sight word, the President, dangly P, when the president, one finger space, is home. Period. This is a lot of writing. We just have one more thing left to do. We need a conclusion, right? Our topic sentence was, I loved learning about the American flag. So we just need to say it in a different way. Let me flip this back over. It says, I learned all about the American flag. So we could say, I loved learning about the American flag. We could say, I hope that you like learning about the American flag as much as I do. You can choose. You don't have to do the same exact conclusion that I do. I'm going to put, I loved, one finger space, learning oh, look, there it has the ing ending. So if you cover that up, there's your base word, learn. I loved learning about the flag. The flag. You could put a period or you could put an exclamation mark if you're excited about it. Great job doing your writing today. That was a ton of writing. You can practice reading it to your dog. Although mine is bored. Bodie, say bye to the kids. Say bye, kids. Uh-oh. Okay, see you next time.